Video games are more than just entertainment. They are a cultural force, a technological marvel, and for many, a second home. But how did we get from simple blocks of pixels on a screen to massive virtual worlds where millions of players can connect in real time? Today, we'll take a journey through the fascinating history and evolution of video games, from their humble beginnings to the immersive experiences of today and the possibilities of tomorrow. The story begins in the 1970s. Imagine walking into an arcade, hearing the electronic beeps of Pong, the first commercially successful video game. 2 paddles, a bouncing dot, and endless competition. This was the moment gaming began to capture people's imaginations. Shortly after, titles like Space Invaders and Pac-Man dominated arcades worldwide. They were simple, yet addictive, and they laid the foundation for everything to come. But it wasn't just fun, it was technology pushing boundaries. Every new game was a little faster, a little brighter, a little more ambitious. In the 1980s, video games left the arcade and entered our homes. The Atari 2600 brought gaming to the living room, followed by Nintendo with its legendary NES. Suddenly, characters like Mario and Zelda weren't just pixels. They were cultural icons. These games told stories, introduced new mechanics, and connected families around the TV. It wasn't just playing anymore. It was experiencing adventures. This era also showed how fragile the industry could be. The video game crash of 1983 nearly destroyed everything, until Nintendo rebuilt trust with quality and creativity. By the 1990s, technology made a huge leap: 3D graphics. Games like Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time showed worlds we could explore in 3 dimensions. Meanwhile, Sony entered the scene with the PlayStation, and a fierce rivalry began. The so-called console wars pushed companies to innovate faster than ever. Better graphics, bigger worlds, cinematic storytelling. Games were no longer just about fun. They were about immersion. And for the first time, players began to see games as an art form. The 2000s brought something revolutionary: the internet. Games were no longer confined to one console, one home, or one player. Titles like World of Warcraft connected millions of people across the globe. Suddenly, a teenager in one country could team up with, or battle, another halfway across the world. This era gave birth to online clans, virtual friendships, and even careers. Gaming was no longer just a pastime. It became a community, a way of life, and for some, a profession. Today, video games are massive universes. Titles like Fortnite, Minecraft, and Elden Ring aren't just games. They are platforms for creativity, competition, and storytelling. Graphics are so realistic they blur the line between fiction and reality. Virtual reality headsets allow us to step inside these worlds, while AI makes them more dynamic than ever. And with streaming services and esports, games are watched by millions, just like traditional sports. Gaming has become mainstream, from living rooms to world championships. From Pong's simple white square to today's breathtaking virtual landscapes, the evolution of video games is nothing short of extraordinary. They've grown from entertainment to culture, from pastimes to billion-dollar industries, and from pixels to endless universes. But one thing has never changed: the joy of pressing start and stepping into another world. The story of gaming is still being written, and the next chapter might just be the most exciting yet.